Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video we are going to be doing a full face of Makeup Revolution, and we're mostly going to be focusing on this new glass mirror collection that they have. So I think I have pretty much enough stuff to do a full face. I think there's like one or two things that I don't have. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to be trying what's kind of a new brand to me. I know it's quite a big popular brand, but I haven't really tried it before. So yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, please keep watching. Otherwise, cool. God, it's too early. So if you're new here, hi, my name is Carolyn. I am a makeup enthusiast. I am no expert by any stretch of the imagination. I just really love makeup, and I wanted to create a really cool, relaxed, chill environment for us to enjoy our makeup and beauty products together, because life can be really stressful, and I think we all need something to kind of help us relax and help us take some space away. Some just time to, yeah, to enjoy ourselves. And I think makeup is a great escape. Alright, yeah, so we are going to be trying, my main thing is to try these specific products. I haven't really opened them. I did do a bit of swatching with the shadow palette last night just to make sure that I kind of knew what to do, what to work with. The first thing we're going to do, and I actually am going to do my eyes first as usual, but I did want to go ahead and put on this primer. It's a glass liquid skin. I think mine exploded in the box, so it's kind of all greasy everywhere, but what we'll do is, the reason I'm doing it now is that I wanted to have time to kind of, yeah, it just looks a bit disgusting. I think mine, I don't think it's bad, I just think that it kind of opened and went gooey everywhere. Okay, so I'll just take a little bit of this, just like that much, and just put it in my hand to warm it up a little bit, and then I will press it into the skin. That way, while we're doing the eyes, it has time to kind of settle. One thing I've been noticing recently is that if I put my primer on to, if I put my primer on and then try and immediately do my foundation makeup, that it just kind of like sits on the top a little bit. So this is a way to maybe help the primer look as good as it can. Oh, it smells okay. Kind of like fruity. So I'm just going to press it in. I'm a little worried it's going to make me super oily, but whatever. It does smell nice. It definitely has like a fruit kind of scent. I don't know, it's not, what is that fruit? Not pear. Does it say anything in the box? Oh, that's what it is. It's coconut. Okay. Well, there is coconut in here. What does it say? Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. It does have coconut fruit extract, so if you have any kind of coconut intolerance, I wouldn't recommend that you use this. I'm pretty confident that I'm okay with coconut. I use it a lot in my hair because I have, sorry, very naturally very curly hair. You might not be able to tell it when it's cut so short, and then obviously it's very heavily processed to make it blonde like this, so yeah, it's left my hands feeling kind of sticky. I think I want to wash my hands and then we'll come back and we'll start the eye look, so just 2 seconds. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started on the eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the Makeup Revolution, or no, it's not Makeup Revolution anyway. It is still Makeup Revolution London. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to try the Revolution Prime and Lock Eyelid Longwear eyeshadow primer. I have tried this a couple of times before. It's not my absolute favorite. I don't like, what's the right word? It's kind of a concealer-y consistency, and for me with not very hooded eyes, but with hooded eyes and oily skin, it just doesn't really, it's not the best, but we're gonna try it out again today. So we'll just put a little bit on the eyes. Once I get this on, I'll zoom you guys in so you can see what's going on. Oops. In the bottle you go, and let's just use a little brush and just make sure everything is nice and spread out. Okay. Alright, so I got the primer on. So now let's go ahead and let's open up. It's very reflective. I'm sorry guys if I'm blinding you. This is the Glass Mirror shadow palette. So there's a dark one and then there's a lighter one. I got the lighter one because I liked the blues and the pinks. So this is what it looks like. Again, very sparkly and reflective. So let's go ahead and open it up. I got the little plasticky guy in there. Okay, so I'm going to come up from the bottom so you guys can see this. So this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. It's, to be honest with you, it's mostly shimmers. We only have a few, sorry, it's going to be really hard there. There we go. We only have a few mattes. So like this one's a matte, this pink one's a matte, this dark blue one here, and this brown one over here. Like that's kind of all that you have matte wise. So what I'll do is here on the side, I will put up some swatches of the palette just so you can see how everything looks. So what I think I'm going to do today is I'm going to do something with this kind of, I don't know, gray as a base. And then I think I want to do something blue. So I might do this just to help blend everything in. Sorry, now you can see my dirty room. So I think I'm going to start with this one, and then I might go into this blue shimmer, and then maybe some white shimmer, and then maybe some of this one to help blend it out. So I think we're going to do something that's more blues, okay? Yeah, I mean, blues are very difficult, so we will see how it looks. It's a good test for the performance of this palette. Okay, so come a little closer, zoom on in, and let's try this stuff out. Okay, how's that? Close, but not too, like, creepy close? Okay. All right, so I got my little cat mirror here. What I might do is, since this is a bit big and heavy to, like, hold up, and it's also super reflective, so I'm going to leave it down on the ground while we, table, while we go, and I will use my little cat mirror to actually do the application. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a big fluffy brush. So we'll do one eye together, and then I'll do the other eye off camera, and then we'll come back. Okay, so that's my plan. So this video isn't too terribly long. So we're going to start with this kind of gray color. So let's just see how it picks up. Okay, so my brushes are a little dirty. Apologies. Okay, so let's just see how it looks. So this is the easiest eye for me to film on, so we're going to do that. Oh, that's not bad. It's quite smooth, like finish-wise. I think it'll be nice to help blend out some of the other colors. So really just going to put this kind of in the crease to help blend everything else as we go. It looks quite a bit darker on the camera than it does in reality. Let me turn up the ring light a little bit. There, I think that's a bit better. Okay, let me just blend it on down here, just give a nice light kind of wash all over. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the shimmer, but I'm going to kind of use it like a matte in that I'm just going to kind of put it in here and kind of blend it out a little bit. Because they're not, the shadows in here, they're shimmery, but they're not like a foiled kind of texture, so I think they're gonna kind of blend almost more like mattes might. So see, I've just picked up quite a bit of that dark blue. So let's just see. Yeah. So I just want something, the idea with this stuff, this glass mirror kind of idea, I think is trying to get like a similar look to like K-Beauty and J-Beauty products, where the colors aren't too intense. It's almost like, I don't want to say a wash of color, but something that's subtle and soft. So, of course, I went straight in with the darkest blue to do that, but that's okay. So it's going on okay. Obviously, I am trying to use a shimmer in a way that maybe it's not meant to be used for, but it's makeup and I want to play with it, and I didn't like when I swatched the matte blue, I didn't like the tone. It was a little bit too gray green, and I really wanted something that was more kind of purpley blue. It's actually not too bad. It's a little bit patchy, but again, I'm trying to use a shimmer in a way that it's not designed for. What I am going to do, let me just get another kind of fluffy brush. Everything's a mess. Everything is a mess. I'm like, I'm going to be super organized and everything's going to be here, and then it's a mess. Doesn't look too bad on camera. All right, so there's this kind of baby blue kind of shimmery color, but I think it's more like a satiny kind of finish, so we're just going to take it and kind of, yeah, buff out the edges a little bit so it's a little bit less intense. It's also a good way to kind of test out more, you know, different colors by doing this, so we can put a lot of different shades on. I do feel like I'm making a little bit of a mess, but it's okay. As long as it looks pretty when we're done, it doesn't really matter, does it? Even if it doesn't look pretty when we're done, it's still okay. I like the way that that's kind of buffed out, so it's really quite a softer look. I want to take, I'm going to come back in and I'm going to deepen up this little area there with my finger and with a small packing brush. So let me, I don't have that many brushes. I don't know why it takes me so long to find like a brush to use. All right, so let's take a bit of this dark blue again, quite a lot, okay? And let's really just stamp it here to try and build it a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna try and like actually start to bring it out into like a wing shape, because you know I do a wing pretty much every day. So I am going to put liner on with this, so I want it to look really nice with the liner. And I'm not worried about this edge here. I haven't put anything else on my skin, so we'll be fine to like... And it's not quite a cut crease, but a little... Not a cut crease at all, is it? No. See, now that we have a little bit of a wing going out, I'm going to bring it up a little bit higher. Go back into it a little bit more. So I will say that I've been trying quite a few like Makeup Revolution palettes. Oops, something happened there. That does not look good now. I've been trying quite a few, and I think the formula isn't my favorite, just to be really blunt about it. I think it tends to be quite patchy, some of them, and I think it really depends on which specific like sub-brand you end up getting, because some of them definitely work better than others, and so far the ones that I think have worked the best have been like those like fruit or vegetable, is it an avocado? No, it's a fruit, like the avocado, big avocado palette, or like the coffee palette, or like the pizza one or something like that. I think the formula in those has tended to be a little bit better than in some of the other palettes, just from kind of swatching and testing. All right, I've made a little bit of a mess, but I don't really care. By the time I get far away and I clean it up, it's gonna look great. Maybe. Everyone's gonna be like, why are we watching this? You're terrible. It's okay. It's okay to be bad at stuff. It just means you have to learn how to do it more, right? Alright, so we're just trying to put a chunky, oh god, okay. This is very pretty. This is kind of the iridescent color in the palette. So I'll come in with my finger now, just kind of smooth that over. Okay, so I think that's kind of what we're gonna do today. So we tried 1, 2, 3, 4 colors out of the palette. That's not too bad. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to try and replicate this on the other side, and then I'll just tidy this line up, and then we'll be back and we'll do some liner, and then we'll do the rest of the face. Alright guys, so I finished the other eye up. This is now a bit bright down there. Okay, so I finished the other eye. I think it looks okay. This is not my most favorite eye look, and the sides look a little bit wonky, but it's fine because we're just going to clean it up and it's all going to be amazing. Well, it's cleaned up, but we're going to put some liner on and then we're going to forget everything. So we're going to try this Super Flick eyeliner. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Ultra black nib creates a dramatic and precise eye look. Woo! Dropped it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay, so sorry, so that's what the tip looks like. Let's give it a bit of a, ooh, okay. Okay, it's definitely very black, very opaque. I'm slightly scared. I'm gonna mess it up. do something like that all over my eye. Okay. So I will try. The only thing I don't like is I prefer to be able to hold it a lot closer to the end because I do tend to use my eyeliner more like a pencil, but okay. Sorry for the quiet. I was really worried it was going to go everywhere. Okay, so I don't like the way that this handle is for it. I feel like I have to go a bit too far away from my eye. But it is very black, very opaque. Okay, I think that looks actually pretty good. I'm not mad at that. Okay, do the other eye, and then be right back. Okay. All right, there we go. So we have some eyeliner. I have to put my ring back on. So the only thing I'm noticing, okay, so the tip was a little bit hard. It like has dried a bit, like I feel it, which I never feel eyeliner, so it's a bit weird. Like I kind of feel it like drying. I mean, it just dried down really fast, but it definitely feels like something's kind of solid. Like, I don't know, like there's definitely, it feels like there's eyeliner on my eye, which is a really weird sensation. I wear eyeliner every single day and I never have that feeling, so it's a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit weird. So, all right. So we'll do mascara later because I don't have anything special from Makeup Revolution for that. So what we're going to use, so I've already, as I said, we'd already did the primer earlier. So we're going to use this, which is the Conceal and Define Infinite Longwear Concealer Crease Proof. What did I just say? Conceal and Define Infinite Longwear Concealer Crease Proof with Niacinamide Infinite Coverage. So I'm going to use it obviously under the eyes, but I'm also going to use it like I've been using like the Dior one, which is just kind of dotted around my face to kind of cover up the bad bits and then just kind of blend it all over a little bit. So, okay, so we have a big giant doe foot applicator here. So we'll just go ahead and cat mirror is go. Oop, wrong side of that. Ooh, don't want to see myself that close. Okay, so I'll put a little bit here and there, which is for the under eyes. So you can see I'm not putting on too much. And then a little bit more here because that's where some of my problem bits are. And we'll do a little bit down here where I have some redness. Okay, here. Okay, so itchy. All right, so we'll just get a big kind of foundation brush and let's just kind of see what happens as we blend it in. Is it going to disappear? Is it going to completely erase everything all over my face? Oh, the color I got, by the way, was C5. I don't have any idea if it's the right color for me. It's just the one that looked kind of closest in the store. I've been noticing that when I'm doing this on camera that I'm getting a lot of redness on the face, but it's really, I think, just from rubbing. So it calms down. So I think that's why we have to kind of like take a break after putting the foundation on to actually see the real color, because otherwise it looks a bit red and it's not necessarily red. Okay, so that was a little bit. So we're gonna do a bit more, mostly here, there, here. I have some really bad sunspots there, here, a little bit more there, a little bit on the chin, a little tiny bit up the nose. Gotta be careful on that nose. Just gonna let it sit under the eye for another minute. Okay, I'm just gonna use my finger and kind of just softly blend this under the eye rather than using the brush, because sometimes it seems like the brush isn't really helping give much coverage in that area. Okay, well, I know it's not like I put a lot of product on, but I feel, look at the big mirror. I'm actually quite happy with that. I know to you guys it probably doesn't look like there's that much going on, but for me, I really like that kind of just really light little bit of coverage. It feels really nice, like you're not really wearing anything. To be fair, I did put very little on my face, but that's a look that I personally prefer rather than something which is like a full mask on the face. All right, what else do we got? So I did buy some blotting powder. I don't really think I need to use it, to be honest with you, but why don't we just open it and just try a little bit, maybe just under the eyes a little bit, just to see what happens. So I got this one, Bake and Blot. I'm obviously not going to bake. There we go. So let's just, okay, that's very, very white, but does it blend out translucent? Yes. Okay, so that's okay. So I'm just going to use the other end of this one and just kind of go into it really lightly and just kind of hit under here just to kind of brighten up that area a little bit. Oops, that's no mirror there. That's actually not too bad as a powder. I'm just going to put a little bit here because this is an area where I tend to get really oily, right in that kind of T-zone. Okay. I'm not mad at it. Okay, I like that. That's okay. What else do we got? Okay. All right. So I bought this. I don't know why I bought this, but I bought this. It's a blush. And last night I was playing with it to prep for this video, and guys, this is what it looks like when you get in there. It's like that, and I don't know. Maybe if I'm really gentle on the face, it will look okay, but I'm a bit worried about actually putting that on my face. I don't know. I mean, shall we give it a go? I don't know. Do I need blush? I guess so. All right, I got a little dirty old brush, so let's just we'll do a swirl. Oh, fucking hell! Sorry. Do you see what just happened in there? Oh my gosh. Okay. Tap that off in the trash. Tap that brush off. Also in the trash. We're just gonna like That's a lot of pink. Alright, I don't like this. No. It's everywhere, guys. It's like covering, like pink everywhere. Alright, so the next thing I'm quite excited about, which is the actual, the Illuminator, the highlighter. So, this is the one I got. So I got the one in, what's the color? Glass Mirror. Okay, so I have swatched it already, but this is what she looks like. Okay, so we'll just do a little, okay, just do it right here. Can you even see anything? Okay, so it's not really like, gosh, is there, you can barely see it. It's not really that blinding. I don't think it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be more just like a light effect on the face, but I do want to show you. Okay, as far as I can tell, sorry, let me make sure they're the correct way up. The mold on these is identical. So if you are wondering if the packaging is a dupe for the, it's not a dupe, it's exactly the same as the Lunar Beauty. Having them both in my hand, I can tell you that the Lunar Beauty one is much heavier, much weightier, and it just feels a little bit better. So I think these are a cheaper plastic component than these, and these ones are a little bit more expensive. Also, while this color isn't at all the same, it's so much more intense as a highlighter. So really, these are a much higher quality product, much better. So I'm not going to say, you know, go out and spend the money on something that's more expensive, but you're not getting the same quality with something like this. Just, I don't want to be contentious or anything like that, but it's just, it isn't going to be the same. So what we'll do is I have this guy I got, I don't even know what it's supposed to be for. Just says medium edge. So we'll just get into that. Don't really see like anything's picking up, but it's not a lot going on. I mean, that's okay for me. I'm not someone who's going to wear like a really blinding highlighter. It's not too bad though. Can you see it okay? You can see that there's a nice shine. So the idea with the glass skin look, as far as I know, is that the whole face is supposed to have kind of like a wetness to it. So I'm just going to kind of take it a little bit further than maybe I normally would, just to kind of give like a glassy kind of effect. But it's maybe a bit pink for me. I can really see it. Like I personally, in like real life, in my mirror, oof, that brush was giving stuff, can like see the patches of it on my face, so it doesn't, I don't know if this color is very flattering for me. It's okay. I think it's not the most blinding highlighter, so if you're really expecting something like that, you're definitely not going to get it with this. Okay, so last thing, other than mascara, which I'll do in a moment off camera, is I'm going to go ahead and try a lipstick from Revolution Pro. This is their Satin Matte lipstick. I got the color Seclusion. I don't know if it's going to go anything with what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing a t-shirt, what I'm having my eyes right now. But this is the color. All right, why don't we just go ahead and try it. I'm not going to line my lips or anything because I'm probably not going to keep this on. Sorry, after this. But let's have a try. I thought this kind of purpley color would be pretty. And it's a bluey eye, so I'll fast forward you through this, don't worry. Alright guys, so I think that's going to be the finished look. I just put a little tiny bit of mascara on just to kind of hold this together. So the lipstick is okay. It's very creamy feeling, so I think it's not going to last very long, which is fine. I'm not mad at it. So the look overall, I'm okay with this. I think it looks fine. The eyeshadow palette is a little bit of a disappointment because the colors are not really that pigmented, and they are a little bit hard to blend. The mattes are okay. They're just not like the matte, what was this color? There's no names on these things. This kind of dusty purple, light purple color. This one I really like. The other ones I'm not a huge fan of. I think the quality is fine, and I think for the price that you're paying, I think you're getting a reasonably good deal. One could argue that, you know, this palette was what, I think £10, and I got, how many shades are in here? 3 times 5, so 15 shades. So it's not that dissimilar to, at least in US dollars, like a ColourPop palette, and I do think the quality on those is a lot better. So I do think that, you know, they're good, but they're not great for the price point. I think they could be a little bit better. The other products, what do I have? This one, the Conceal and Define concealer. I like this, and I like it as an all-over kind of product. The lipstick, fine. It's a lipstick. It does the thing. It doesn't taste particularly good, but that's fine. I don't think this color is my color, but you don't know until you try things on. I don't know if the primer did anything. I don't know. So I can't say whether that was a good product or not. It was fine, I guess. I like the smell of it. Am I going to use it again? Probably not. This is kids makeup. That's what this is. This is children's makeup. Sorry, guys. This Bake from the Bake and Blot. This I like. This powder I thought was pretty good. The eyeliner is actually fine. Now that it's settled down and I've started to have movement in my eyes again, I actually think it is fine. It's very, very black. So I think for the price point, this is not a bad deal. I just don't like the applicator. So for me, that's a deal breaker a little bit. I like something like here's my Glossier one, where it's like I can kind of go really close and hold it more like a pencil. I prefer something like this, so that's why this is not an ideal product for me. The highlighter is okay. It's not very blinding. It's a bit on the dull side, but I do think that it's not that bad. So if you're interested in it, it might be worth picking up. I think they're only £8, so it's not like a huge investment, and it's a cute compact. Obviously, I like the iridescent Lunar Beauty ones better, and I do think this is a better product, but these are not that bad. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm actually reasonably happy with the Makeup Revolution products, so I mean, I don't think they're, I think they're a bit hit and miss, but just go to the store, try them out if you can. Otherwise, you know, give them a try. I mean, they're not that expensive, so it's kind of worth like just giving it a go. Anyway, if you all did like this video, you can go ahead and hit the like button down below, or if you really want to, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah, otherwise that's it. We'll see you in the next video, and I hope you all have a really lovely day wherever you are. Bye bye!